Hi, this is Dr. Jennifer Freed, and this is In Your Element, a show that features leaders in their field. And we talk about things using the elements to highlight who they are and let you love them even more. So today I'm super honored to interview Justina Blakeney, who is not only on the cover of Architectural Digest, but she's also an American designer, artist, interior decorator, and the, CEO of Jungalow. And you do a lot, but do you want to say anything about where folks can reach you or?
Yeah, jungalow.com and at Justina Blakeney and at the Jungalow on socials.
Okay, well, let's dive in. The first fire question is, Justina, what fuels your inner fire?
Love.
That's simple. So Earth, how do you stay grounded?
Family.
And air, what is your core guiding principle or motto you use for your life?
Everyone has something to teach. Everyone has something to learn.
I do want to tell you that one of my dearest friends is Norman Lear. He's turning 100. And I was talking to him last summer, and he said, I've never met a human being I couldn't learn something from. So yeah, big wisdom.
Right there with him.
Okay. Water question. What opens your heart?
Nature.
Great. And what outrages you?
Bureaucracy.
Wow, I wouldn't have had that idea, but it outrages me too, almost daily.
It might have had something to do with what I was doing right before this interview.
No, and I think bureaucracy is an underrated irritation.
It really does outrage me. It really does.
Outrage me too. What calms you down?
Water.
Me too, water. Okay, what do you read or listen to for your own inspiration?
I read a lot of art and design magazines, and I love them. I'm a total junkie. I especially love international ones, as I love seeing how people live in different parts of the world. And I listen to all different kinds of music. Right now, I'm a Sade girl on repeat.
Okay, I'm not kidding you. Yesterday, I was dancing in my kitchen to Sade. So Sade
Yes.
is always relevant.
Always a vibe. Always a vibe.
It is true. Okay, what makes you cry?
I cry easily for happy things, or like things that make me sort of with the positive emotions, and less easily with negative emotions. So, heartfelt things make me cry all the time.
So you're one of the joy criers.
I'm a joy crier. Yes.
Well, as long as we get our tears out, I don't really think it matters our avenue, but that's beautiful that you're a joy crier. You could teach that. Okay, what's your best personal workout? That's a fiery thing. How do you get your juices moving?
Dancing and swimming.
And do you swim with the crawl, or what do you do?
I just get from one end of the pool to the other without too many rules or regulations. So
okay, just so you know, my partner and I put on a floaty, a little belt, and I sit and talk to her and a friend of mine for an hour in the pool. And I tell my partner this was an awesome workout. And she goes, all I saw moving was this.
I see that. I feel that. I feel that.
What foods do you love and eat most often?
I love fruits and vegetables, and mango is one of my favorite fruits, and broccoli is one of my favorite vegetables.
It's like a good orange-green combo. That's good. Okay, have you read a book that's influenced your life? And if so, what is it?
Yeah, I was thinking about this question, and I think the answer I'm going to go with today is the book Como Agua para Chocolate, or Like Water for Chocolate. Yeah, and I think I read that book a couple of times, and the first time I read it, I was maybe 12 or 13, and it introduced me to magical realism, which is something that I hold very dear in my design work and in my way of life. And so That's my answer.
Okay, I just need you to know, because we connected so deeply, but I don't know you that well. I'm all about magic realism. I've read most all the magic realism books, and I just love that that's your thing too. Okay, what is a recurring night dream or daydream that you have? This is a water thing, like lost in the feeling of something. What is it?
I have reoccurring flying dreams. Where I'm flying and I like flap my arms hard and like take flight. And those are really fun. I haven't had one in a while, but those are one of the only kind of reoccurring sort of thematic dreams that I can pinpoint.
But when you flap, you eventually do take flight, and then do you
Yeah.
teach people? Are you with other people? How does it go?
I have sometimes in a few of my dreams taught other people to do it, but generally speaking, like other folks don't know how to fly in my dreams, and I do.
Well, I would like to point out that you have been flying high in your career, and I do think you're a unicorn in that way of how you're doing it. And I think then, because you're already flying right now, you wouldn't have as many dreams like that until you get to the next level of outrageous flying in your life, which I
Okay.
will happen. Okay, so I'm going to move now to this. What creative project are you most proud of? Fire, like what thing? Yeah, go ahead.
My daughter.
Oh, say her name, her first
Her
name.
name is Ida.
Ida, she's your best. Okay. What was one of your worst failures that taught you the most?
Yeah, I've had a lot. I think a very unhealthy relationship that I was in my 20s was something that I learned a lot from, but that was definitely a bad, unhealthy failure of a relationship.
Yes, well, I do want to say that any person I've met of great contribution and importance has had massive failures, because to be a creative who makes a difference in the world, you have to risk in love, in creativity, etc. So in your case, you risked something with your heart. You learned a lot from being burned and hurt, and that's helped you be who you are.
Yeah, I've had a lot of business failures too.
I think it's important to point this out, because people see you at the top, you're on the cover of Architectural Digest, and they think she's just, all that. And I think what they don't realize is fail fast, recover faster is the road of a creative, manifester, and you're that. Okay, next question. What does your most loving inner voice say to you? That's like the blah, 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 when things are really tough. Your most loving inner voice.
This is going to sound weird maybe, but I think my most loving inner voice tells me to feel my feet.
That doesn't sound weird to me. What I hear your loving voice say is that your strength is being connected to the earth, not in your head, not spinning. That's good counsel. I love your inner voice. Okay. How would you define water, emotional safety? What is emotional safety? People talk about it all the time. Make a safe space, safe this, but what is it to you?
To me, it's boundaries, and protecting my boundaries and protecting the boundaries of people that I love, even when it's hard.
Okay. What are the top 2 qualities or 3 of your truest friends? That is an air sign thing. What are the qualities?
The qualities of my truest friends are listening, presence, and just consistent love.
Nice. So that leads us to the last question. Justina, when you say, I love you, what do you really mean by that?
I mean, I see you, I hear you, I've got you.
Beautiful. Okay, everybody, this has been In Your Element with Dr. Jennifer Freed and my beautiful guest, Justina Blakeney. And if you want to learn more about how to be all in your elements, then please go to jenniferfreed.com and order my new book, A Map to Your Soul. Thank you.
Yay, thanks for having me.